Yo, hello, what's up? Where's my Twitch link? Copy link, paste link. Ping done. Easy. Thanks, Reese. Okay, that's enough of that. Yep, appreciate it, man. Okay, we gotta swap this audio. Okay, options, audio streaming. Don't stream audio. Where's that stuff? Okay. Turn on my headphones. Okay, chat. What we're doing today is we're playing Stanley Parable, but we're gonna play it in VR. Just why the title is Brain Fuckery in VR. This shit is gonna go wild. This shit is gonna go hog fucking wild. You understand? This shit is crazy. So we're gonna be sitting down for this only. Because the mod dev or whatever said that sometimes if you move around too much, the camera doesn't follow where the player is, so it gets kind of confusing. So it's better to just not do that. Alrighty. Give me 1 second. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing that is thing that does the thing that does. Okay. Now launch live. Because I need to see chat. I actually forgot to set that up before stream. I always forget that I need to see chat in VR. Live, allow access. Accept agreements. Oh, nice. I'm not logged in. Okay, well, this means that probably all my settings didn't save as well. It's okay. No one's here yet. It's fun. Beginning of stream, no one's here yet. It's okay. Sneeze. Sneeze moment. Okay, streamer kits. Auto launch. Launch streamer kits. What's the streamer kit not launching? There we go. Log into Twitch. Okay. Then profile. So we're gonna want to be able to see chat properly. Turn that on. Okay, now chat. Okay, right now chat's up there. That is not a good place for chat. Am I lagging? Position. We need a preset. Let's try following head. I've never done following head before. Head follower. That didn't do apps. Oh wait, it did. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I still don't like it though. Uh, let's see. At feet is fine. At feet is fine, actually. At feet, I just need to adjust the size of it. No, at feet is completely fine for what I need. Actually, no, I like it on my hand. I want it back on my hand. I miss. Okay, what did I do? I miss having chat on my hand. Under left hand, apply, but then we're gonna have to fix it. Because it's like way under and it's massive. Okay, so first of all, crank the size down. Way down. Okay, not that small. One more. That's perfect, I think. And then it kind of actually needs to be in front. So that way. Reverse that in negative y. Oh, not that far. That's fine. And then we need to roll it. Perfect. That is fucking perfect. How do I save this? Can I save this as a preset? Whatever. It's perfect. Just leave it here. Okay. Now I need to test it to make sure it works. Test. It works. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, we're gonna want to watch the game now, I guess. Oh, we already have SteamVR open. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to have SteamVR open if I'm testing Live. Duh. Okay, now I need to launch. What is it? The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Okay. And then we're gonna have to go over here, and then main game, and then open. Uh-oh. Which one is it? One is the command line thing. It's this one. Okay. All right, chat. I guess we're ready to go. What time even is it? 4:19. I know it said favorite time. I'm technically the second time I've launched this. But yeah. Yeah, I couldn't resist giving the correct time again. Yeah, I enjoy setting the time correctly. Use another slider to find out. Okay. How accurate is 419? It's very accurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders. We've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps. I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on. Shouldn't be too hard. Let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay. I'm supposed to see does anything in VR. Okay. Oh, I skipped the intro. Fuck, my bad. Okay. Let's do this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, this is really
Stanley
weird
decided to
seeing
go to
this
the
video.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, it's a crouch. Oh, what?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Are you sure? Who farted? That door did close. Door close. It feels scary. It feels like a horror movie in VR. But everything's so empty. Can you usually see what's in that in the game? Because like in VR, you can see a lot more stuff that usually you might not be able to see. Oh, you can't do that, sadly. They keep you from clipping into places. I hate Mondays. True. That's relatable. Can anyone relate to that shit? Okay, hold on. We might have to adjust live a bit. It's not actually lagging there, chat. Don't worry. It shouldn't. Yeah, it's only lagging because I tab out. It's fine. It's only lagging when I tab out. It's uh-oh. Realizing that in game, I need this to be a bit better. It's hard to see when messages pop up. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Chat. Do we just go? Let's just go vanilla as fuck. Let's just do exactly what he tells us to do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Okay. Weekly targets. Marketing days. Legal termination Tuesdays. Fleeting panic meeting. We're broke Wednesday. Pre-review for weekend. Ideas and development. Mergers. Ranking floors meeting. What to do about 30. About 32. Don't tell 422 about the meeting. Oh, what to do about 432. Okay. There usually a hole in the middle of it like that? The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. What? Get Chris out of the broom closet. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Jesus. Tips for not getting fired. Don't get fired. Talk less. How to solve disputes. Be passive aggressive. You know what? This is true. Monetized free to play. You can really get close and see what these say. True. I'm calm right now looking at this. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Wow. Now we went to the broom closet right now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Yo. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Extreme bathrooms. Okay. Why don't they have two phones? Kind of scary. I hate this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
What
he could
dark
not have known
secrets?
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh my god.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
How do I... Uh-oh.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was
pressing
2845.
Oh my god, it's so hard. There we go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input
It's so
the
dark.
correct
Ah, it's
code
scary.
by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It was scary. And this part always reminds me of Superliminal. This game and Superliminal are very similar. Oh, this is scary. It's so dark, chat. Oh, I don't like this in VR. This in VR is really scary. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Yeah, I am
It
feeling
was a
peculiar.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Yeah.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
True.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
The hell is going on in here? There's a lot of fog in here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I, chat? Do I have the strength to find out? I'm pretty sure you can jump down there, right? It's like an ending or whatever. We'll do it later.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Whoa,
their
this
true
is cool in
nature
VR.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Sorry. I love doing that. VR makes me dizzy. I like being dizzy.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Really?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. It can't be, chat. It can't be. It can't be true.
He refused to believe it.
Cannot
He
accept
couldn't
it.
accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
It's not
Had
possible.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It can't be. Really terrifying.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I can't even see. It's so dark. Can I turn the brightness up on my Quest? Oh, good. I can't. It's never mind. Yeah, it didn't do jack. I turned it up all the way and it still didn't do jack. I shall turn off mind control.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Turn it off. Disable. Like me. Okay, what happens now? I see nothing. Darkness.
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Was it over?
Was it over?
Yes.
What was that?
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Yeah.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Yeah.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Yeah.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
True.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I'm still back there.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. I'm happy, chat. Alright, goodbye, stream. I'm cheating. And we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Chat, doesn't this mean you can play Rocket League in VR now? This game has Rocket League.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Speedrun, but we're gonna try to get the pit ending.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now we're gonna do the thing where it makes him mad.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
It's pretty calm.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Thank you, narrator. You kind soul. Narrator's such a nice guy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep. Sure did. And down we fall.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome!
Thank you.
You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go.
It's an ending.
New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that
Thank you.
enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
Hangman!
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game.
Okay.
It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
I'm special, chat.
We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Thank you. Let's listen to this.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
What a jammer.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job,
What a
you
jammer.
did it. Good job, you did it.
Actual jammer.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Pigman. That was pretty, Pigman. Pigman.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Hey,
mean?
what now?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I need
Perhaps he
viewers
had
to tell me
simply
what to
missed a
do.
memo.
We'll do the broom closet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Broom closet. Broom
Yet
closet.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Okay,
hoping he
for
might
rotate.
find an answer there.
That has not changed.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What a nice broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing sweet FA.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing
Mr.
around
Merriman.
doing nothing?
I'm not standing around
Why?
doing nothing.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, I enjoy spinning around and making myself feel sick in VR. It's the only thing that makes me feel something in
You
VR,
do
'cause I don't
realize
get
there's no
motion sick.
choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
True.
But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story
incorrect.
whatsoever.
Once you get the bucket,
I never would have thought
something
to mention it.
happens. But I need a bucket first.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
The broom closet
Maybe
ending.
when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I love the broom
Stanley
closet.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Okay.
That or with drug money.
I didn't remember
Also,
he said
Stanley is
that.
addicted to drugs and hookers.
I didn't remember he said that. What the fuck?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, I don't think anything else happens.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Are you sure about that?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Yeah, I forget what actually happened. We're gonna wait for a little bit. It's calming. I could start watching like PewDiePie or something. Just put it on the project it on the door right there. That should be pretty chill. But when I want to watch something while I'm playing VR, I usually play VTOL. So, you know, it's funnier when you play into towers while you're watching.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's downstairs though? This doesn't seem not non-scary. Oh, it's this. You get stuck in an infinite loop. Fuck it.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Yeah, you don't
All
have to
because
take
he
risks.
believed everyone had vanished.
Yeah, that's a silly
His
thing
boss
to
would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
It's
All of my
repeating.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet?
Oh my
when he
God.
looked down?
Oh my
Why
god.
did doors close automatically behind him?
Oh my God,
wherever
he's
he
right.
went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Oh my god.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
This isn't
And
real.
at last, he came to the conclusion
I'm
that had been
dreaming.
on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I'm dreaming! Yeah.
This is all a dream.
This is all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally
Thank
found an
God.
answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And
We're
he
all
thought to
good,
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's calm down here, brother.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical
wait, I can
star
control
field,
my flight.
and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
This is getting kind of scary.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd,
Oh, that's-
and wondered
it's
if this
rendered
voice spoke
outside
to
of the
all
thing.
people in their dreams,
Oh, my hand
the
is
truth
rendered
was that, of course,
above
this was
everything.
not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply
weird how
deceiving
it's-
himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
I'm shocked.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Yeah.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
I'm panicking.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
My
I
FOV
am
is high enough
normal.
in my thing that I see something
Everything will
around
be
this.
fine.
I'm not quite
I
sure what it
am
is.
Okay.
And yeah, oh, it's still this.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, and my hands are up there now. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait a minute.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place.
Oh,
of
this
work.
is weird in VR.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He
Poor
was obviously
Stanley.
crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
This is
It was
turning my
comforting
brain.
to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
422. 424. 423. Is it not 423 who they're trying to hide it from? 423. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What's over there? Nothing. New content, chat. Let's do it. My cam move? Do I turn? Oh, good, I do. It's really better than Rec Room.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra
It's
Deluxe.
fun. I love roller coasters. in
As
VR.
you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yeah.
The Stanley
I
Parable
don't like
Ultra
it.
Deluxe features
I hate
exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
True. Doc?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it, narrator. I love you, narrator. Ah,
I
my
have to
neck.
say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
It's fine.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Okay. I don't want to use any more of my jumps.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I want to save my jumps.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Yeah,
it's
this
just
game
elevators and
sucks.
jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
I would
Hell,
love
I
that.
could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Yeah, there's not more.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I'm ready, chat. Let's look at it. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Okay.
What do you say, friend?
Okay, friend. Let's go. Whoa. This is new. Looks like new content to me.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Okay. Down, 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 down. Do do down. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Yeah.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
True.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Whoa. Cool. Oh, damn, that's a really sick ass transition.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Yo!
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Hashtag ad. Sick, dude.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember
Collector's
back in
edition.
October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
True.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Okay. Our first kiss. My first car. The release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Buy on Steam or download the demo for free. What? Where did this screenshot come from? You can't see the details of it normally without looking at the textures. Smile because it happens. Whoa. Oh, it's just a reflection. Stanley Parable demo. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Yeah, that's rough. Those achievements feel kind of hard. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. October 17th, 2013. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Oh shit. Okay. I want to sit in the chair.
Je suis dans la mémorisation.
Am I gonna get DMCA?
Sous la pluie des loups.
Loving memory of
Et
Will
je
Stanley.
n'attends plus que toi, mon amour.
How cute he is. He's so cute.
C'est là, dans la mémorisation, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
True.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A
Wait, is that where
lifeless
that Twitch emote
husk
comes from?
with an hour of new elevator content.
The green robots thing? I don't know, a lot of this shit has... The tasteful nostalgic. It was good. It was good. Portal? Wait. Is Portal in this game? There's just a picture of Portal. Wait, what? Person of the Year, Stanley. All the buttons. He put them. Sad. Whoa! What? Okay, so what is this game made in? Unreal Engine? Unity? I can't tell. This is such a low-res screenshot. Probably Unity? Maybe? I don't know. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Literally anything. People play games because of what they can do inside them. And your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Come. Your number is 29. Top 10 memories from the Stanley Parable 2013. I remember.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Superb. October 17th, 2013.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Yes.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
The original remake. The serious room. I'm lost. Where's the game want me to go? Huh? Wait, the maintenance room.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Yeah, what's down here? Whoa, that is weird. Chat, is it that? Does that show on stream? It's hard to tell if it shows on stream or not.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh no.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
True. Fuck Steam. I definitely didn't get this game on Steam. Fuck Steam. Yeah. Buy the DVD or whatever the fuck. Recommended. Hey, this is recommended right here.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Not at all.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I would tell you
goodness.
in a heartbeat.
This is actually quite shocking
Yo,
for
what's
me.
up, Race?
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You
You're not
can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No, you didn't let anyone
Perhaps
down,
the Stanley
brother.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, you did good, man. You did good.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations
Is it
of what's
actually?
happening.
No, it's not.
I
I'm
wish there was a
talking
skip
quietly.
button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe
get
letting
closer
you
as
skip
well here.
ahead for just a moment surely
far away
couldn't
from my mic.
hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Anything
Yes,
for the
a
customer.
skip button we shall have.
Okay, hold on. This is why I need viewers to tell me these things. We can fix it. That should be better. Is that better? Oh. Okay. I think the door is supposed
And
to close.
here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for.
I like
and I'm
listening to
very
him.
proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably,
All right,
we
serious.
all until the end of time, at which time everything
man.
all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It
Of
went
course.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday.
Wow.
Here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's
Can't
the
be.
only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is
True.
why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and
now
so
it's
forth,
just
until
looking.
inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time...
Well, that's weird. Hey, what's up?
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Well, thanks,
Of course,
man.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
Yes,
Or
of course.
maybe a manifesto.
A manifesto.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made
Right.
is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time
Oh.
of having made said choice.
True.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into
being.
then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting
The
in the
sanctuary
sanctuary
of
of time
time.
a monument to
Every person you've ever been,
making
right.
every choice to which you've ever given
It's,
your
yeah,
great
your
gift,
great gift,
mortal
yeah.
and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you
True.
are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and
And
are
are not
making
making them. That's
Okay,
true.
at first, I was leaning towards manifesto.
Right.
But now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I
Right.
think it has much more of a treatise vibe.
True, that's true.
But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
This
It has
is
a
also
mouthfeel
true.
That is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto.
that's true, though.
Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day.
Oh my
Okay,
God, all
look,
day.
I have a method for exactly this sort of situation.
Right.
And I do find myself in this situation
Of
frequently.
course, same
I'm
here.
going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession
Okay.
until I become sick of one or the other.
Okay.
In which case, the word I am not sick of shall be the victor.
Alright, sounds
It
good.
is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley.
Unimpeachable.
It's rescued me from disaster in countless
Absolute
situations.
disaster saver.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
A little
but
bit.
That's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
True.
Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about
I
this.
hope Cookie
and
9
whether
plays.
they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
Please do,
To be honest,
Cookie 9.
I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Please do.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
True.
Although
What's
I
the
have
point?
to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, Surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review.
True.
Merely because of this very situation.
That's true.
Yes,
That's a good
I
thing.
think that's quite likely.
Very well.
Or
Very
perhaps
likely.
they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change
That
their
would also
review
work as well,
so
yeah.
that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would
True.
even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial.
Right,
Something
that could
along
also
the lines
work.
of, this game is the best game.
True.
Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix
I lost
of
my
quality.
captions. Is that all you have to say, Mr. Narrator? I'll do one more loop around this. Man, this game looping around like this is really good for my ADHD.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Uh-oh.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
That can't be
It's not
right.
unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
but at
very
any
shocking.
rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Uh-oh.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Uh-oh.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a
Uh-oh.
window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button.
Okay.
There was a door here before, wasn't there?
There
I
was.
swear there was. Where did it go?
Not
Can
sure
you
where
maybe
it
just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
I can
Please,
try.
I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
I'm trying.
We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
What a nice guy.
You
Just trying to help us
need
out.
to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button.
Okay.
Got it? Yes.
Got it.
Good. I'll be right back.
Okay, now chat. If we actually wait here long enough, will he come back? I want to know. Because I'll wait here for like an hour. I don't mind. I'm comfy. I'm comfy as hell right now. Should watch some VR ASMR or some shit. Project fucking Finding Nemo or something on this wall right here. In 3D.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Did you find that door?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
How is it
I've
gone?
looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
That's
I
not
have
good.
no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
Because I
I've been
can't sit here
thinking and
forever.
thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much
Yeah,
to me?
why
I've never
did-
even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
Who is Cookie
But
Nine?
did it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about
Shit,
me.
we have to go
The
find
merest
Cookie Nine.
mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
As a child.
Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve?
It's
For whose
called
benefit is
ADHD.
this? And here I am now, stuck in a
Happens to
room,
me too.
waiting for you to press this button and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it and that I'm going to be stuck all alone.
I haven't
and
done
I
it
have the
though.
power to
If you
prevent
talk
all of it.
infinitely, I would
Only I'd held
walk
my
around
tongue.
this infinitely.
It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button
Surely,
again,
dude.
leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that
Poor
you
guy.
sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me
Loot.
to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've
Well,
never
you
even
need
met
to have
Cookie
new
Nine.
content. This
I
is
have
the
no
Ultra Deluxe or
idea
whatever.
who they- Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
This
Stanley,
is scary.
I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley.
You can't be
I
taken
can't
by it.
lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it, to think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
No, I'm good.
Oh, hello. it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let
Yeah,
me
I do it every
describe
day.
for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events,
Clock
not
isn't
if
even
all
ticking
events
anymore.
existed in the same moment, and I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well.
Yeah, not happening.
Perhaps you will somehow.
I regret doing that. I like listening to him. The end is never the end. It's not worrying about it. I'm too scared to worry about it in VR.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this,
We require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time.
They're just jealous.
They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs.
So sad.
When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment.
Yep.
And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think. To feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me.
True.
Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor, that it amuse them endlessly from start to finish. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny.
Come on, we're waiting for it. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for it. Waiting for the classic line.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
No, I said streams are gonna be scuffed for the next 5 days, which meant they could either be no stream or scuffed streams.
End is never the end, 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 is never.
Narrator? Narrator? Maybe we just need to skip. Narrator's long dead. Anyway, stream will be over soon. I know it's been a short stream, but I can't stream much longer. Yay, it's not dark and scary anymore. There's sun. Oh shit, okay. Well, I mean, if Ray's here. If Ray's is here, I mean, now things have just changed. Yeah, honestly, if it's a second time, if first time is a fluke, second time, now he's just trolling you. I mean, he's not actually trolling you, but he's just trolling you. At that point, I wouldn't let someone on a professional team. Because what happens when you gotta do practices and shit? What happens when there's a tournament? And you're down a dude. Oh, okay, it's not the same guy. Thank God. I was gonna say. I thought you said it's the second time for the same guy. I was gonna say. Oh, it's dark again. I don't like this. Get me out of here. 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 Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Nope. 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 Close my eyes. Nope. Can't see anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa, that... Oh, this feels weird in VR. We have places to go. Chat, let's go. I'm so rushed. I'm tired. Damn, that heat effect is pretty good. Whoa, what just happened? Game is loading? Okay, we can do a few more rounds as long as Raze is here. Okay,
How long
Raze.
was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
That's new.
Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Thank you, narrator. Raze, you have to do all my choices now. Funny number. Funny number.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Did make all my choices. Here we go. New content. Never mind. We're going to the new content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay, Mr. Narrator. You can make my choices in here. This game is really fun in VR. I mean, it's really fun normally,
You
but
see,
it's cool
Stanley,
to see
I've
it in
been
VR.
reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
True.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even.
Whoa, what just happened? The
Which
game
is
bug.
why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa! Stanley Parable 2!
Isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
This is epic. Stanley Parable 2. 2. Oh, it's 2 in a bunch of different languages. Taste the sequel. Let me taste the sequel. I want to taste the sequel. The top one's in Swedish. Epic. Swedish on top, bro. Oh my
Calling
god,
it the
Swedish
Stanley
on top.
Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But
Thank
the
God they're not on
Stanley
Windows
Parable
11.
2. Now
Windows
that's
10.
an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. So epic, chat. This is very epic. Okay. Look at this PowerPoint, chat. Logo ideas. Thanks for attending my meeting. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out.
Who
Game
took the red
development
marker?
is much more
Me.
of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
No, I didn't fix God of War. God of War was unfixable. But we can still play it. Not today. But I can get it. I can get the game, chat. I can just refund it and buy it again. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, this is I was looking forward to this in VR. This place is massive, dude. Let's go to the reassurance bucket. I need my bucket. Chat, I need the bucket. Everything in life is either a bucket or not a bucket.
Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Gimme.
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
True.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
True.
The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Gimme. Yeah, that was the bucket.
Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding
that's
it
weird.
has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Actual good one, JC. Actual good one. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
True. Please, no screenshots. Well, screenshotted. Ray traced. New updated ray traced. Pegman. Ray traced Pegman. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Jump circle, infinite hole. Let's go to the button. Yo, collectibles. You are here. Okay. Q, the free achievement. We have to go there soon. No, we don't want to exit yet. Not the infinite hole. Not the achievements. Where is the button that says the player's name? The jump circle. I saved some of my jumps for this.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Okay, no more. No more wasting jumps. We have to save those jumps. Yes, we need to go over here. Our name, it's gonna say proxy. It's gonna say proxy.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Are we ready?
Isn't that wonderful?
It's amazing. We ready, chat? Are we ready? It's gonna say proxy. I can't wait to hear my name in this game. Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you roleplay as Jim to really simulate the full experience of
Chat,
this feature.
it's
Just
Jim
follow.
RP.
I promise you'll
Jim
love it.
RP.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Okay.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Okay.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And
Right.
as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
I am Jim.
Do you feel it deeply?
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Sorry.
If you
Sorry.
don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand.
Sorry.
Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that
No,
says
it's
somebody
obviously
else's
not.
name.
It's not a stupid
Okay,
button.
we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Okay.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Okay.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim.
Right.
Staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim.
Right. I remember
Developing
this.
a crippling substance addiction as Jim.
Whoa. Okay.
Rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim.
Uh-huh.
And finally, dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel it in your soul?
I feel it.
Are you really
I am
truly
Jim.
right now?
I'm Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see.
More.
What a thrill. What
I'm
a rush.
Jim.
It's you. The button described you. Do it again.
I
do
am
it again.
Jim.
Jim.
It
Oh
hits
my
even
God, I'm
harder
Jim.
The second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's
True.
take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal.
Jim,
Whoa there,
Jim,
cowboy.
Jim,
Sometimes a person can be too much.
No.
Jim.
It's never enough
I'm
Jim.
putting the Jim button.
Never enough Jim.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
No! No! I want to be Jim. I want to be Jim. I want to be Jim. No. What am I if I'm not Jim? What am I if I'm not Jim? Am I really anyone? Who am I? What am I doing here? Jim. Yo, a door. What's this? Name. Here's today. Everyone's got one. True, I guess. Fair enough. Alright, chat, where to
I
next?
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable.
True.
2.
I
That
changed
would
my name
actually
legally.
Save me the work of finishing this feature.
I would literally change my name legally to Jim. Alright, let's get the free, new, and easy achievement. You guys want a free achievement? Free achievements, let's go. Free achievements. It just works. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. This isn't
Now,
creepy.
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Okay.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
Cool.
It's as simple as that.
Epic.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not
Right.
a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel.
Uh-huh.
To at last satisfy the hordes of
Early
ravenous fans
access.
all over the world.
Early
who have been
access.
uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
You know what? It's okay. Early access, it has bugs, it's fine. Early access, early access. Okay.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Infinite hole, chat! We can fall down a hole infinitely. Let's go. You really don't want to see the infinite hole? Look. Here's the rim. There's a surrounding area. And it's infinitely deep. I get the feeling, though. I know what you're feeling.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
Sea race.
That's right. Infinite falling.
Infinite
You can
falling.
fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
True. Let's do it.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
This isn't even that scary. Kind of like this.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of
Why is
things.
that, Mr. Narrator?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Yeah.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Whoa! That's a little too far.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Okay.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
What is the teleport button? It's not showing up on my screen. I'm just doing my best, man. Okay, chat, what is the usual teleport button? Because it's not...
Great.
Whoa!
I'm
Okay, I did it.
very
Never mind.
excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Hey! Yo! I love
Would
holes.
have said, yep, that's an infinite hole.
I love going
It
in
goes on
holes.
forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Wait a minute.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't
did.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I
Wee!
really do have... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes.
This hole's
I'm
getting
starting to
shorter,
become
chat.
extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
I love the
Stanley,
commentary that this
I
game
have no
gives.
explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Pop.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It does.
Oh, who am I to judge? You just do
Size doesn't
whatever
matter.
it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Size doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's not.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was still nothing. Well, I suppose I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it
What?
than you could ever have asked for.
What?
It's a win for everyone.
What?
You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything
No!
else.
Narrator, don't leave
Take
me!
care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Wait! Mr. Narrator! No! No, please! Your buddy, it's me! Your buddy Jim! Checked. We seem to be going down. Now I did this part because I want to see how trippy it is in VR. I want to see how trippy this part is in VR. This should be pretty trippy. Well, Angie, you're lucky I'm even streaming anymore. I wasn't gonna stream anymore, but then Ray's came back. Chat, it doesn't do anything. Whoa! Whoa! Yo, what's up? Yo, that's a fine ass fella right there. Whoa, that's a little creepy. Aww, puppies! Puppies! They're so cute! Look how cute they are! They're so schmulla! They're so schmulla! Fuck the game! I just want the puppies! I'm now upside down. Ah! What the hell? What the hell? Oh my god, no way. Holy. Giga chat, holy. That's not creepy.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh, what?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single
How did I do
thing.
that?
So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Pip. Puppies. Bring back the puppies. Whoa.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Chat, we have to go with the blue one. It's blue.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Get well someday.
Get Well Someday it is.
Fuck.
Or actually, Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
No, wait.
Come now. You've already made your choice.
No, we
It's
can
true
gaslight him.
that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
No, gaslight. Gaslight him. Gaslight him. Merch! You can actually scan that QR code, by the way, chat. It goes somewhere. We need to go back to the button that says gym. I want to taste the sequel. Where's your gym? No, I want gym. God damn, that is a small ass laptop. And then we have the ultimate settings room or whatever the fuck. The settings master where you have to change every single setting. And I don't really feel like doing that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is brutal. You know, I'm not doing this. There's too many. There's too many settings. I'm not going to become the settings master. There's too many settings to do this on VR controllers. Let's just get the hell out of here. Collectibles. Wait. Collectibles. We can't forget collectibles.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Yo, that's
I
sick.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them.
This is so creepy
and
in
then you
VR.
move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Ding. Wow.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Fucking tragic. Why can't I exit? Oh, yes, I can.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to
Yes.
move on now?
Holy. What a graphic. It's a dank graphic. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video
I
game,
think
but
this would be really cool
I
in
can
VR
feel
to
it
have
in my
like
soul.
performances
It's
and
going
shit you
to
can
work.
watch.
There's definitely
Like one
a
time I
good
watched
game
Disney
in
on
there
Ice
somewhere.
or whatever.
Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together,
We're gonna
and
do
we'll see
Assassin's
whether or
Creed
not
2.
it coheres into a meaningful gameplay
Never played an
experience.
Assassin's Creed game.
Okay.
I think
you
watching
ready?
Disney on Ice
Here it
in
is.
VR like this would
I
be
give
sick
you
as fuck. It
The
feels
Stanley
really good.
Parable 2.
no.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay,
Okay.
yes, this is much better. I feel
Wait
good
for it.
about this. Here we go. Version 2.
V2. The jump
Who am I
circle
kidding,
around
Stanley?
the infinite hole.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
No, I
I
wanted the
wanted
collectible.
more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Right.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and
Whoa.
uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Here we go, title screen. The hell is going on? This title screen is weird. Oh, this is trippy as fucking VR. Are we done now? Or are we gonna take a right here? Oh no, it's a loop. Ah. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done, kid. We're done. First of all, my quest is gonna die because I forgot to plug it in. Second of all, dude, as many of you may know, my ADHD meds medication or meds situation, aka me not having any because no doctor's appointment. Yeah. But that was cool. We might do more of the game at some point. I think it's really cool to play the game in VR. I think between that game, because this, like I said earlier, chat, that game kind of reminds me of Superliminal, right? And Superliminal is a really trippy game. So I think a Superliminal VR, there has to be a Superliminal VR mod, right? That shit is so trippy. Come on. They've gotta be able to make it somehow. Come on, there's gotta be a way. I mean, it does. The whole idea of the game really only does work because you're on a flat screen, but there's gotta be a way to make it work in VR. Anyway. That's it. That's all I got. It was a shorter stream today, but yeah, I don't have the focus, man. I'm running out of steam. So have to go for now. I'll probably be back. I don't know. I can't say when I'll be back actually. I just don't know. I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to stream today. But yeah. If you enjoyed, like, or what do we do here? Follow. I might make it in a YouTube video, I guess. So like the video, I guess, if it's a video. And yeah, thanks for watching, chat. Bye bye. Hope he loves you.